everybody, welcome to the new race from the ESRA VA Championship. Welcome to Grand Match. I'm here, my name is Anthony Boat, and I'm here with Sam Taylor, but I think he's got a small problem, Sean, so I think we'll I hope that he will be here quite soon. Well, we're at the end of the qualifiers, and I think that everything will be fine if the results here. So I've got two questions for you. Will Rens Brockman will win again a new race here? Because Brockman is hopefully one of the best drivers in this category. Or maybe we got someone who can fight against him just for the honor of winning a race. We've got 30 seconds left to the qualifiers, and just right after we have two races. A race at Brands Hatch, the Grand Prix version. I hope that everything will be fine. So let's talk about the grid. We are the lap right now. And it looks like that Rens Brockman is fully decided to win this race because he has taken the pole position with a time of 1 minute 27 seconds and 92 millions of seconds. Well, let's show about the grid for this race, right guys? So, on the first race we will have Rens Brockman from Benelux, and right after him at a half second, we've got Michel Corina. Third place will be for Thomas Van Verso, fourth Valerio Chieti, fifth place Kevin Duro, sixth place Jerome Van Tribut, the first place for everyone. Seventh we got Tobiasson, which has not making a good qualifying session. Andy Goddardson would be 8th, Simon Gamer would be 9th, Fred Joseph would be 10th, Philip 4, a newcomer here, would be 11th, he's starting 11th, Remy Loss from the BAM team will be starting 12th, Sebastian Ferrara would be 13th, and Marco Fumero would start 14th. I don't know why, but Santero has been qualified during this race. No, he made failure, sort of. Well, the Space Star would be starting quite soon. Everyone is sharing their good luck. And we are doing a rolling lap around the circuit of match. Okay, I'm here with the car, gentlemen. People already starting, if I can remember, at the 6th place. We're already at the corner 2, heading at the right side, who can be a very difficult time for everyone, just for tires and brakes. I hope that everything will be fine. Third corner on the left, you already jumped on you. Fourth corner, it's a long way to the left, another way to overtake, like in the Alpine. And we are going for full charge, full speed, passing on the tunnel of sort of a bridge, sorry. Sorry if my English isn't very wet. And here's some failure which have got some problems. Everything's alright, mate?
Yeah, sorry about that. The traffic getting down to the track was abysmal. But I'm here now, just in time it seems.
I hope so. So, we got, well, the slapper, so it will be fine. Okay, now. So, the race will be start really soon. I don't know how you feel, but you managed to be qualified even you haven't played this race.
I seem to still have some issues right now.
Yep. Well, the race will start very soon. And green flag, let's go from 101 to transaction racing.
It's a great start by Rensman, who is already starting to pull out a slight gap on the field, and it's only been 20 seconds.
Looks like Karina is being back to business. Is really following. I hope that will be the champion or its girlfriend. Thomas Van Bussel just behind. And you've got Biochetti just behind in fourth place. Kevin Duval is fifth. Tobias Sonia has made a good start. Is sixth. Just above the Jeremy Badger.
Right. Go on.
And looks like at the back of the grid, the Sebastian Ferrara has been slightly delayed.
It's a nice clean first lap, everyone. Just getting their tyres warmed up because Brands Hatch is a very tricky track. If you step out of line once here, this place is going to send you straight off into the wall, and that will be your race done.
I don't know that anyone would be out after the first corner, but everything seems fine for everyone. It's a quite tricky track, as you said. Have you ever tested this track, Sam?
I have, not in a V8 supercar because I cannot control these cars because they're too tail happy for me. But seeing as though I am from the mighty United Kingdom, it is a track very close to my heart, so I do like racing here.
Not so.
Ren's Brokeman starting to pull away from the field, and then we have a battle for second, which involves... Oh no, battle for third even.
Third,
involves
sorry.
four cars. Sorry. Go ahead.
Looks like they are really close, everyone. Kevin Durant, Valerio Chetti, Thomas Van Bussel, and Tobias Sony.
Yeah, it seems they're being held by Thomas Van Bussel a bit. I don't know if he's a bit heavier on fuel or something, but he appears to be slowing these 4 cars behind him down.
Well, Van Bussel is been out of the track. Just over speeding after the end of the
Which means Valerio Chetti now takes 3rd place. Looking back from Valerio Chetti's car, you can see just how close Kevin Duell is to him as they go side by side down the straight. Kevin Duell's just got the inside line for turn number 1, and he's got it. But Chetti lets him go through. No point ruining your race 5 minutes in.
just nothing has happened yet.
Wow, Duell really has been able to pull away from Chetti since he's made the move. He's on his way to catching up Carina there. Once again, looking back from Chetti, this time we can see the number 28 car of Tobias Czerny behind him. Now we all know Czerny's quite a clean driver, so he's not going to risk anything this early in, but who knows, coming towards the checkered flag near the end, we could see a dive bomb or two. Seven minutes into this race, Reynolds Broekman has managed to pull out a 3.5 second gap. And then there is another 2.5 second gap between Carina and Duell. Then there's this battle between Chetti, Czerny, and then there's another group of Jerome Ventrabou, Thomas Van Bussel. Oh, as Chetti goes off, but luckily into the sand trap, so it's not race over as he gets passed by the 11 of Ventrabou.
Looks like Valerio Chetti has too much pressure on his hands for now.
Yeah, he might have been looking too much in his rear mirror there at the 28 of Czerny and missed his braking point for the corner.
Okay, and now Valerio Chetti is 6 on this race for now. Looks like Philippe Four has been in the pits. He got 5 minutes repairing this car because I think he has been into the wall. Mike?
I was just about to say nice to see all the cars still running, but Philip obviously had a few problems and is pulling it behind the wall for the time, and we'll see if he can rejoin later on. Looking back from Ventraboo, you can see the number 61 car, Valeo Chieti, as they go through Clark Curve, the final corner on this track, heading down Brabham Straight.
It's quite aggressive for now. I think it's quite furious after looking at his glasses, after the mirror, sorry. And sideways for Valerio. So then it goes sideways again. I think it's quite aggressive for now, and he's losing time now. Van Bosso is just behind him. I think Van Bosso will try to overtake him quite soon, just after the full charge on this left corner.
Now you have to wonder if when Chieti slid off the track, did that flat spot his tyres, which means he's got reduced grip. It would certainly seem so from how sideways he's getting.
I think it would be fun to see the three of them back in the sixth place.
Oh, Jerome Tribute's gone off through first turn. He obviously missed his braking point and slid off the track, but he's managed to hold it on. But Chieti's got incredibly close. They made a move going into turn number 4 here.
I think Chieti will have to make a move right now. He's way to do it. Drafting.
Only problem is turn number 5 isn't really a place where you should be trying to overtake. It's really a one-lane turn, so...
If you got more speed than John Van Trigo, I think it would be really tricky to do with a little slide of speed by being Ren's blockman. Hope.
Yeah, Ren's can overtake anyone there. Doesn't matter who it is. Just a quick recap of positions as we head into the 13th minute of this race. Ren's Brakeman is out in first with a 7-second lead over Karina. Third place is Kevin Duell. Fourth place is Tobias Cerny. Fifth place Jerome Ventraboo. Sixth place Valerio Chieti. Seventh Thomas Van Bussel. Eighth Andy Goodison. Ninth Simon Geimer. 10th Fred Joseph. 11th Sebastian Ferrara. 12th is Remy Loza, and Philip Foy is rounding out the field in 13th. Not sure if he's returned to the track yet, but it has appeared...
I think he retired for myself. I didn't see him in the race.
Talking of retirement, Remy Loza has pulled it behind the wall and said enough is enough for today.
We got Fred Joseph, which is slightly off the track for now.
It's a shame for Fred. I've watched him a lot during our time broadcasting the series, and he has good pace. He just makes mistakes quite often, which kind of ruin his race. But yeah, I tried to race him in the McLaren the other day. He is impossible to catch. He is so fast. As he shortcuts the corner there a bit.
We should let's get back to a battle against for John Ventriwood against Valencietti. I think it would be really close. Looks like Valerio is still getting slightly aggressive.
Well, they appear to be catching up to Bassani, as he's just down the road, and they appear to be catching him. Heading through the final corner, coming up to complete lap 10 and take lap 11. Ventribus appeared to have found a second gear and pulled a bit away from Chieti. Don't know if there was a mistake there, but he managed to pull away quite a lot.
He was a little bit loose, I think.
As Chieti goes sideways.
Again.
Yeah,
Again, he's going sideways.
Yeah, he must burned up his tyres. If I was him, I'd come in pit now and try and gain back time, because he's not making up any gap with this sideways action.
And it's like Bandoso is already ready to overtake Valerio.
Yeah, as they head down Pilgrim's Drop, will he be able to get his nose on the inside? Yes, he is. But he lets him go. Oh, and he gets side on the exit.
Got sideways. And he's going off the track. Valerio's going off the track, and Bambuso managed to get through. I think he must have to get back to the pits because his tires are already overheat and everywhere. Going sideways again.
You can see just applying the power is sending him sideways. Thomas Van Bussel head off. Chieti gets his nose, but he's... Oh no, he's
going sideways!
Oh, good save.
No, that's not a save.
No, that's not a save. Chieti swings it around out of Druids.
Watch out, indeed. Okay, he managed to get through.
Looking at Jerome Ventribus, he has actually halved the gap between him and Cerny to just over a second. So in a couple of laps, I expect Jerome to be saying a few hellos to Cerny's rear bumper.
What do you think? Let's make a bet right now. Cerny or Ventribus for the 4th place?
I'm not a gambling man. But I am going to go for... I will go for Cerny, because from what I remember of seeing of him, he's quite a fast guy, so I expect him to be able to hold off Jerome.
I think so. Cerny is such a good driver. As I know, I managed to battling with Raj Brockman when was at Guadalajara, if I remember that. It was the only one match when Brockman yet okay. Often that day. seems that Valerio is out of the race.
Must have had one final off. I'm not going to say that I told him so, but I did say that he should come in for tyres because every corner he was sideways, so that's a shame, but these things happen, I suppose. You can see Sebastian Farr has just been lapped by Jerome, and I believe Van Beutel's just about to get past as well. Yep, Sebastian Farr let him go through. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, your turn.
No, go.
Okay. In this track, I think you have to be quite cool with the tires if you're going sideways. Just one time, I think you're already to the, as you said, going at the beginning of this race, no?
Yeah, the British know how to make their race. Whoa! As let me just get a name. Kevin Duell goes mighty sideways there, heading out of Hawthorns, I believe. That was a scary moment for him. So he's just lost the back of Carina a bit. But yeah, as I was saying, the British know how to make their tracks. They love to make their tracks narrow. So, like this, Alton Park, and a few of the tracks that are coming on iRacing soon, they're really narrow. So if you make one mistake, most of the time that will be race over for you. Looking forward from Kevin Duell, you can see how close he is to Carina. It's not that far. You would expect that if he gets the slipstream of Carina, then he'll be able to catch up. But at the moment, the gap is being maintained at about a second and a half.
Right. He's very aggressive. Kevin is very aggressive at the moment. He's going some ways at sideways when he's at the fast moment.
Yeah, he is using every bit of the track to try and catch up with Carina.
I hope he wouldn't wear his tires off.
Oh, he gets a bit squiggly coming out Paddock Hill Bend there. But he does, it may just be my eyes deceiving me, but he is definitely closer. So either that was a really good lap from Kevin, or Carina's starting to reach the end of his tyre life. Oh, Sam Ackman gets squiggly out of turn 4, so he might be coming towards the end as well.
I think it's quite the moment to get into the pits, no?
If I was racing, I'd probably try and get past the halfway mark of the race. We've got 36 minutes left. I'd probably try and stretch it to about the 25 minutes to 20 minutes to go.
I would do the same. Tires wouldn't be overheating and frequent tires wouldn't be destroyed by going sideways at each turn of this race.
No, you and me would be sideways at every corner and then backwards after every corner as well.
Yeah.
And at the front of the field, here we have Renz Broekman, number 84, champion of the series, and as with most of the rounds this season, he is just going on a leisurely Sunday drive to victory.
And not any time, you just don't get jinxed.
Oh, I always try and jinx Renz.
Oh, at the first time I ever see you, I compared you, you were a huge fan of Renz Broekman.
I still am a fan of Renz Broekman. I'm just like, if I was to jinx him and someone else would win, that would probably be amazing, as he's travelling through dust, so someone's been off the track up ahead. Looks like that might have been Fred Joseph going off. I'll just go check. Yeah, it definitely was Fred. He got loose coming out turn 7 and slid it sideways into the gravel, but he managed to keep it off the wall. So no harm there. As you can see, Renz Broekman is so smooth with his driving style, yet he's still mighty fast.
It looks like we got 2 pits now. We've got Michel Corina and Jam Tribute at the pits at the moment.
You'd definitely be right. Corina comes out the pits right now.
And Jam Tribute has just left out the pits just right now.
So we'll have to wait for us to update before we can get you a read. Oh god, Coke's getting to me there. A read on where they finished rejoining the track.
That would be the first and only pit during this race. I hope for everyone.
You can see.
And Renz Broekman is going to the pits. The reader is going into the pits.
So is Kevin Duell, they're following suit.
I think everyone will have to copy him.
Cerny's staying out, Tobias Cerny's staying out. Van Busel's in.
Everyone's beating, not Nicolasen.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised by this. There's still 32 minutes to go as Renz Broekman leaves pit lane. There's still a long way to go in this thing. Kevin Duell finally in pit road. And Van Busel is just starting to move off now. Like we said, once the scoring has updated for us, we shall get you a read on where everyone's exited, but at the moment, Tobias Cerny is leading. However, I expect him possibly to pit this lap.
Let's have a look at Tosani. So he's going to his last corner, going straight away, and
no, he's staying out.
and he's staying out.
The only problem now is Ren's Brakeman behind him is now on fresher tyres, so he'll start catching him up anyway. As we have a battle going on at the back between Geimer and Van Bussel, it appears.
I think that Simon Geimer will have some difficulty to catch Van Bussel because Van Bussel has fresher tires, so he has just pitted.
Yeah, you can see Geimer's starting to fall back now already.
And Simon Geimer hasn't pitted yet, and he's still going.
As we are coming up onto the halfway mark, if you are watching this and think you have what it takes to compete in this league, visit www.esra-league.com and sign up, because I've raced in this league and boy, these guys are good. So if you think you're man enough, give it a go.
I give you extra credit for this.
Ooh, it appears Andy Guston has got past Ren's Brakeman. What's going on here?
That's the first time I've ever seen that. What happened to it, Broken?
I'm not sure. Has Andy Goodison pitted? No, he
hasn't.
That answers the question. Ren re-inherits second place. Oh, and Cerny's pitted, so it seems as though Ren's Brakeman is back to the lead.
Just for your eyes.
Yes, he has. Who invented pit-ons? I mean, really. As I was saying for that bit of pit stop action, there are 2 rounds left after tonight's race, one being at Zandvoort on the 12th of February, and the final round is at Spa-Francorchamps on the 26th. We hope to be broadcasting those. I'm sure they would be good races. I'll have to talk to the guys to see if they'll be there, but if we can, we shall certainly be here. As Fred Joseph pulls the side and lets Thomas... Oh, is he letting... Yes, he is. Thomas Van Bussel laps Fred Joseph. Oh, and we got a battle here for second. Karina went off in the first corner, and now Kevin Duell has caught right back up to him. These small mistakes that all add up. You wonder if there may be another one coming down the line, as Karina looks a lot wider going into that corner than Kevin Duell did. Well, you cannot put a piece of paper in between those two cars. These guys are racing hard but showing respect, which is what we like to see. Oh, as Kevin Durant gets sideways. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Never mind, I would say the same thing.
Ah, that's alright. That is one of the things with these cars. If you put the power down even half a second early, your tail is going sideways. I know from personal experience that I cannot control these cars for the life of me, so I'm jealous of all these guys being able to control this car.
Well, after being slightly in this competition, I know that this car is really hard to drive. I just knew it. Very oversteering, very... just a huge nightmare. I don't know how these guys can control this car.
Yeah, I believe we've got a lot of footage of you when at Alton Park where you were doing nothing but going sideways.
Oh no, just shut it off.
We've just passed the 25-minute to go mark. So, still, well, a fair amount of time to get some moves done, but soon, I'm sure we will start seeing a lot more aggressive driving. As I said would when the scoring was updated themselves, I shall just run you quickly through the field. Renz Broekman is still leading in first place, with Karina in second, Duell in third, Cerny in fourth, Ventreboot rounding out the top five, Van Bussel in sixth, Simon Geimer in seventh, eighth is Andy Goodison, ninth Fred Joseph. The last person still racing is Sebastian Ferrara. Oh wait, no. Scratch that. Sebastian's decided to pull it behind the wall and go home. And the other people that have retired is Valerio Chieti, Remy Loza and Philippe Foix.
Philippe Foix.
Sorry, I am English. I can't pronounce names.
Just pronounce like the number 4. That's all.
And if he numbered his car number 4, then it'd be much easier to remember. Philip, that is a point to you if you watch this. As Fred Joseph appears to be going... Oh no, he's pitting. I was going to say he's going very wide on that last corner. But it appears he needs some more tyres.
I think he's tired. Yeah. But the only thing that can surprise me is that Simon Gamer hasn't pitted yet after we have crossed the 25-minute to go mark.
Yeah, it's he's showing how to manage the tyres on these cars if he's making them last this long. I would expect after about 40 minutes of racing this car to be on fire if you're still on the same set of tyres you started on.
Yep, but I think he's losing some time, lots of time against Andy Goodison. But he can't manage to go into the pits for now because the pit lane is way too long for the interval between Simon Gamer and Andy Goodison.
Yeah, 7 seconds to gap. I believe Simon might just be racing for points. And saying that, here he comes into pit lane.
Finally, listening to us.
If you are listening to us, hello Simon. If you're not, hello Simon. Looking back at the battle for second, which is the closest racing on the track between Carina and Duell. Duell's managed to pull himself back to the rear bumper of Carina, so it should be interesting to see if he can force a move coming into the closing stages with about 20 minutes to go.
It's like you're very close to close at the last corner.
It seems that Duell goes into a corner a lot faster than Carina, but Carina gets a better exit, going off down onto the straight.
Two different driving styles. I like it myself. For my part, I love when the car understeers a lot, and don't like to do it. And I think that Michelin loves when the car oversteers a lot. Looks like Michel Corina has been a little with Mr. Big One at this corner, but Kevin Durant has managed to get through.
Yeah, I'd have to let off a bit because Carina was sliding around all in front of him. And we'd just like to extend a hello to Sebastian Ferrara, who is in the chat room right now. He says hello to us, so hello Sebastian. It's a shame about your race. I personally, I don't really know the drivers too well to be able to call this, but I reckon Kevin might be racing as hard as he can behind Carina to overheat Carina's tyres so he has an easier move getting by.
That sort of strategy, I hope.
Yeah, that's what I would be doing in this position, but as we all know, I'm not the best racer out there.
Especially in debate championships.
As this battle is heating up though, it does appear that Tobias Cerny is catching him up slightly. Catching them up, I should say. He's only 2 seconds behind these two, so if these two start getting in the squabble, Tobias may be there to pick up the pieces. And in reply to you, Sebastian, in the chat, yes, they are hard to drive, but boy, do they make a good sound. iRacing really have done a good job with the V8 sound. Heading down Pilgrim's Drop into Hawthorne's Bend, it does appear Carina's managed to pull out the gap slightly between him and Duell. It does appear that Carina is stronger in the second half of the lap, while Duell's a lot faster through the first 4 corners. Now we should do well starting to close the gap down again.
Maybe a small mistake for Kevin Durant during this lap.
There may have been. I haven't seen one, but who knows? There might have been somewhere. See, what did I tell you? Duel's right back on his rear bumper.
Looks like we got another battle, I think, between John Van Tribute and Thomas Van Bursel behind for the 5th place.
Yeah, Van Bussel definitely has been able to close the gap on Van Tribute.
Slowly and slowly.
There is only 15 minutes roughly to go, so slowly might not be the best strategy right now. You've got to start taking a few chunks out of him. Just looking down, it appears Fred Joseph is in the pit lane with, well, I'd say quite heavy damage on his right front, so Joseph has been off somewhere and hit the wall rather hard. So hopefully his pit crew can do a good job and get him back out to complete this race, as there is 15-ish minutes to go. Thomas Van Bussel has really caught up to Jerome now. The question will have to be, has Jerome used all his tyres up?
He already feels pressure of Thomas Van Bussel.
Seeing that white and green car in his mirror is surely going to put Van Tribute off. So there is a possibility for a huge mistake. So the two main battles on the track between Carina Duel and Van Tribute and Van Bussel have 13 minutes to sort themselves out. As up front, Renz Broekman has just, like I said earlier, gone for a Sunday drive. He's extended his lead to 18 seconds and coasting, I would say.
Oh, looks like Van Tribune is like touched by Thomas Van Bussel. Thomas Van Bussel is really kind of aggressive now.
Certainly is. Heading down onto this long back straight, we could... Oh, no. Oh,
no.
Van Bussel gets very sideways. That is what's known as the curse of the commentator.
Let's... you think you should get back to the battle between Michel Corina and Kevin Durant, or staying with Jerome and Thomas Durant?
Well, I'm looking at battle for second, and it appears Carina has pulled away slightly. I don't know if there was a mistake there from Duel, but he has dropped back to about a second behind him now.
I think that Kevin Durant sorry, I got all wrong. It looks like Michel Corina managed to get slightly likely some gap between him and Kevin Durrell.
Yeah,
No
Duel
comment.
seem to be making a few mistakes now, getting a bit sideways on exit.
That's the fact of being too aggressive, I think.
And Van Bussel still is attached to the rear of Ventribute's car. Heading down Pilgrim's Drop for the 33rd time. Van Bussel might just be lining him up for a look going on to the main straight, because it does appear that he has better straight line speed.
And you're so really aggressive and putting sorry. I'm really tired for now. And you're so really aggressive and going and making jam tribute going through the limits of his car.
Well, I'm just looking at the points for the thing, for the championship. Van Bussel is second in the championship, and Kevin Duell's behind him. However, in this race, Duell's ahead of Van Bussel by 3 positions. So Van Bussel needs to get past Jerome to limit the amount of points he loses going into the final 2 rounds, as we have about 9 minutes left.
Yep. If the race ends here, I think that Thomas Van Bussel will make his worst race. It should be as simple as that.
Quick update on Fred Joseph. He's still stationary in the pit lane, so it doesn't look like he's going to make it out. Which is a shame for Fred. He's the admin of this league. He does a great job. He's a good clean racer, but it's just the odd mistake now and again that ruins his race. Has Duell and Karina fly past him. Their battle is still raging on for second place. The gap is about 0.8 seconds between the two of them as Duell gets a bit sideways on exit, so that may have cost him a bit more time.
I think it's time to make a point after the results for now. Well, let's talk about, we got Wentz Brockman, which is staying out of the stake first during the whole race. After he got hit. Michel Corina is second. We got Kevin Durrell just behind him at really doing very tightly with him. Tobias Sani is fourth. We got Jeremy Van Trigu fifth. Thomas Van Bussel is sixth, just behind him. And we have Anderson with 7th, and we've got Simon Geimer 8th. Well, and Fred Joseph with speeding again. I don't know if he would be able to racing again for now.
Well, he's got about 6 minutes to try and get that car in a drivable nick if he wants to get a few more laps under his belt, or he may just settle for the 9th position that he's in.
I think it's time to get back for Michelle Corina against Kevin Ewell battle for
This is where
second.
Duel quicker. If he's going to make a move coming into the last couple of laps, this is where he'll make his move in turn 2. Because from that point on, Corina starts to pull away again. Duel once again is a bit sideways, coming out of 30s, turn number 4 here at Brands Hatch. So he's got a bit of time to make back up again. And it appears that Van Bussel might have made a mistake, because he's now 2 seconds behind Jerome Ventreboot, so there must have been a mistake there somewhere. Hearing from the producer that he got very sideways coming out of turn 8, so he's got to make 2 seconds up in the remaining 4 minutes. Crossing the line, complete lap 37, Corina Duel heading down into turn number 1. Like I said last lap, this is where Duel will make his move if he gets a chance.
I think if Kevin Ewell has his chance, he will try it at all costs. I hope he won't do any mistake. I just hope he will do something clean and perfect fit against Michelle Corina. Actually, Michelle Corina has made a good race during this track. Sorry.
Yeah, I've been impressed with him. He's been able to pump in fast times while being able to defend from Duel.
He managed to be second during qualifiers, and now he's second and battling for keeping his position against Kevin Ewell, which Kevin Ewell is really not impressed at all.
He appears to be closer going down into turn number 9 here than he has been on the last couple of laps, so we'll have to wait and see. Oh no, he's appeared to have lost a bit again, but we'll see if he makes a move or if he settles for 3rd place, which is still a podium finish. It's not something to laugh at. And this is the section of the track that Corina seems to be a lot faster. Starts to pull the gap up again. As Duel constantly gets sideways coming out of turn number 4. One and a half minutes to go in this race, so possibly another probably 2 laps to go for Renz Boatman. which means, of course, 2 laps to go for Duell to make his move on Carina. And he's a lot closer now, heading through Paddock Hill Bend.
He's slightly ways at this corner. I think not my biggest chance for him.
Oh, as he gets sideways coming out turn number 2. This is the other main overtaking point for Duell, heading down Pilgrim's Drop and onto Hawthorne's Hill. That is the major point for him to overtake. But he just doesn't seem to be able to get the power down on turn 4 well enough. As Ren's Brokeman comes around the final corner, he should be seeing the white flag this time by.
And yet it would be another lap after this lap, I think.
Yep, oh no, from what I'm seeing on the timing screens, this is the final lap.
But crossed the line before the white flag. Rens Brockman has crossed the line before the white flag has been waved out.
We'll have to wait and see then.
Yep, I think.
Duell really goes to the back of Carina, heading through his preferable turn number 2, but if this is the white flag, he's got one more overtaking opportunity, and that's heading down into turn number 5. But he just doesn't seem close enough to be able to make the move.
If I will have my opportunity to overtake, that would be it's going.
And I'm going to treat like the last lap, so Rens Brokeman is coming out the final corner, and if I'm not mistaken, he is going to win here at Brands Hatch for about the 100th time this season. Yep, it is a checkered flag.
Yep, and that's the checkered flag now.
Looking back to the battle second, it does appear that Carina has been able to hold Duell off. Yep, so Michelle Carina comes across the line to get second, and Kevin Duell round out the top 3.
Tobias Cerny has made such a good race and he's heading to the 4th place right now.
Venture is coming out the final corner, and he's going to cross the line and take home 5th. And Van Bussel crosses the Van Bussel crosses the line and takes 6th. Just one more car waiting to complete the field. That is the number 13 of Andy Goodison, who's had a, well, just like Andy Goodison, he's had a clean race. Mr. Consistency, I believe I called him at one point. As he comes through Clark Curve to take home 7th place even. Looking at results, as we said, Rens Brokeman takes home the win in a time of 1 hour, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Carina finishes 2nd, Kevin Duell 3rd, Tobias Cerny 4th, Jerome Ventrabue 5th, Thomas Van Bussel 6th, Andy Goodison 7th, Simon Geimer finished a lap down in 8th, Fred Joseph finished 9th but didn't appear to complete a lap after his crash into the wall.
He managed to finish this race.
Ah, that shut me up. Sebastian Ferrara finished 10th, Valerio Chieti 11th, Remy Loza 12th, Philippe 4, finished 13th. Marco Fumero did not take the start, and apparently I was racing, which I'm not really sure about. So apparently I take 17th.
What did you do with your car?
Just left the pit lane and came off here. So, do you have any closing thoughts about this race today?
Well, I think it had been a good race. Very clean, very fair. Not such a crash. I know it had been a very tricky track. So, great performance for Carolina. That's the main point of this race. And we've got 2 main battles during this race, again for Michel Corina and Kevin Duro, and right after Jerome Van Tribute and Thomas Van Bussel. That's the negative point of this race. Thomas Van Bussel has made such a bad race for now. And what about you? What do you feel about this race?
Well, I'm just amazed that most of the field was able to finish because, yeah, it takes a lot of skill to drive these cars. But yeah, congratulations to Renz, another dominating performance. Carina, I am probably going to say is driver of the day for me because he was putting out fast times and was able to keep Duell behind him. So yeah, that rounds up Brands Hatch. If you'd like to race in this league, go to www.esra-league.com. We'd like to thank GT Omega Racing for sponsoring this V8 Championship. And if I'm not mistaken, that will wrap up the broadcast. So unless you've got anything else to say, we will see you in 2 weeks, and